Chosen one, can you feel it? There's a vibration in the silence, a soft pulse beneath the surface of your daily life. It doesn't shout. It whispers. Something holy is forming just beyond the veil of ordinary perception, and it's calling your name. This isn't just another motivational message. This is a sacred signal from realms unseen. Sunday is not just a day on the calendar. It is a portal, an invitation. What's coming may not be loud, but it will be undeniable. Before beginning the video, let's subscribe, like this video, and stay with me until the end of this message, and you will understand why you were led here. This is your moment. You weren't guided here by accident. Every pause in your life, every detour, every door that stayed shut longer than you hoped, was part of a cosmic choreography. God wasn't delaying your miracle. He was designing the moment. Your spirit has been sensing it. A restlessness, a divine tension, as if something ancient within you has been stretching, preparing for expansion. You may have felt discomfort, dreams becoming more vivid, a strange clarity growing in the silence. This is spiritual calibration. Heaven has been setting the stage not for a small blessing, but for a sequence of revelations, personal, powerful, permanent. And the first key unlocks this Sunday. The revelation may arrive as a casual word from a stranger, or a thought that gently lands while you're washing the dishes, a memory that resurfaces, a sudden peace that interrupts your anxiety, a divine reversal in a situation that felt stuck. It may look ordinary, but it will resonate with eternity. It will be wrapped in simplicity, yet saturated in purpose. And here's the wonder. If you're not spiritually alert, you might miss it. Not because God is hiding it, but because His voice often arrives in stillness. He doesn't force His way in. He waits for your awareness. This is why now is the time to pay attention, to slow down, to move through your weekend as if walking on sacred ground. Divine surprises don't always look like what we prayed for. Sometimes they come dressed as disruptions, as endings, as uncomfortable nudges or bold invitations. But their signature is peace, not ease, not predictability, but peace that transcends logic. A stillness in your chest that says, "This is it. Walk through." This Sunday won't just bring you a moment. It will awaken momentum. Connections will start forming. Ideas will begin flowing. People will show up with answers you didn't ask out loud. The first sign of transformation won't appear on the outside. It will awaken from within. You'll feel a shift, not in your surroundings, but in your perception. It will be a quiet resurrection of self, a rising clarity that replaces confusion, a calm knowing that takes the place of striving. What emerges won't be arrogance, but a confidence. You'll move with quiet purpose, speak with unwavering truth, not to impress, but because you are finally in alignment with your essence. This is not about receiving something new. It's about remembering something eternal. You will begin to embody the version of yourself you've glimpsed in moments of prayer and vision, the one who walks in grace, stands in authority, and no longer questions their divine worth. This isn't a step forward in the world. It's a return to who you've always been beneath the noise, a reunion with your true self. In the days leading up to Sunday, begin to treat your inner world as sacred space. Let your soul become a sanctuary, a quiet refuge where the divine can whisper clearly. Step away from the noise of comparison, the urgency of expectation, and the echo of fear. Instead, embrace stillness as your nourishment. Move through this weekend with reverence, as if walking on holy ground. Wake slowly, without rush. Notice the subtle stirrings in your spirit and journal them, no matter how faint. Take gentle walks, not to arrive somewhere, but to listen. Look closely at what feels insignificant, because hidden within the ordinary are seeds of the extraordinary. The divine rarely shouts. It glows softly. And when your spirit is quiet enough, you'll recognize the miracle hiding in the mundane. This Sunday is not a conclusion, it's a beginning. Not the final chapter, but the spark that sets a divine sequence into motion. As the shift unfolds, each moment of clarity will become a stepping stone. One insight will naturally lead to the next, and each act of quiet obedience will open doors crafted specifically for your soul's journey. Even what once felt like rejection will be revealed as redirection, making space for blessings that truly belong to you. And here is the quiet miracle. You won't need to chase what's coming. You won't have to force anything into place, because what's aligned with your spirit will begin to find its way to you effortlessly. This is no longer a season of striving. You've graduated from pursuit to presence, from chasing to attracting. Now, simply by standing in your truth, you become magnetic to what's meant for you. Every pause, every detour, every moment that felt like a setback was, in truth, a part of divine design. What you once called delay was actually protection, grace wrapped in mystery. If the blessing had come too soon, you might have doubted it. You may have clung to it from fear, misunderstood its weight, or lacked the depth to carry it well. But that version of you is gone. Now your roots are deeper. You've been refined in silence, strengthened in surrender, and expanded through endurance. Your discernment is clear, your heart is open, and your spirit is finally in alignment. You are no longer striving to catch up. You are standing in divine timing. You are ready. And what's meant for you is already on its way. Don't look for drama. Look for direction. What's coming won't announce itself with noise or spectacle, but with something far more sacred: clarity, calm, and an undeniable sense of inner knowing. It will whisper, not shout. And if your spirit is listening, you'll recognize it by the gentle confirmations it brings. Pay close attention to the subtle movements of your soul: a sudden urge to reach out to someone, an unexpected desire to bless another without reason, a simple conversation that echoes in your heart long after it ends, or an emotional release that feels like exhale after holding your breath. These aren't coincidences. They are spiritual signals, divine cues wrapped in simplicity, inviting you to notice the holy woven into the ordinary. Because when heaven speaks, it often does so in stillness. And if you're quiet enough, you'll feel the message written just for you. What's coming isn't just something you'll receive, it's something you'll become. This is not merely a shift in your circumstances, it's a shift in your identity. You're not just reaching a milestone in your journey, you're being transformed by it. You are stepping out of the role of the one who waited, who carried silent pain and hidden questions, and stepping fully into the identity of one who walks with purpose, clarity, and quiet confidence. This Sunday marks more than a moment. It signals the alignment of your inner growth with your outer life. You'll begin to notice that the world around you starts to reflect the changes that have already taken place within you. The old versions of yourself, the ones shaped by fear, by striving, by self-doubt, will fall away like autumn leaves. No longer performing to be seen, you'll begin to simply live as who you were always meant to be. And that changes everything. Not everyone will understand the shift taking place within you, and that's perfectly okay. This transformation wasn't meant for their recognition. What's unfolding now is not a performance. It's a private summit between your soul and the divine. You won't need to convince anyone of your growth, because your presence will begin to speak for itself. There will be a new light in your eyes, a different weight to your words, and a quiet authority in your energy. It won't be loud, but it will be unmistakable. This moment is sacred. After Sunday, don't expect everything to change in a sudden flash. Expect it to unfold with grace. Let your spirit remain sensitive, your energy soft, and your heart open. Release the need to predict or control what comes next. Trust the unfolding. Let awe guide you, not anxiety. The divine always moves in rhythm, not rush. Here is the quiet revelation. This entire season has been about realignment, a gentle unraveling of striving, proving, and fear, so you could finally hear your soul's voice again. You're not stepping into something magical. You're returning to your natural rhythm, the one you were always meant to live in. Not a performance, not a reinvention, but a return to truth. And in that return, something powerful awakens. Not because you chased it, but because you became ready to receive it. So now, beloved soul, as Sunday draws near, step into it not with urgency, but with reverence. Let your heart be still. Let your spirit remain open. You don't need to predict how it will unfold. Just trust that it will. This is not about forcing, fixing, or figuring it all out. It's about surrendering to divine timing. It's about showing up fully present for what heaven has already set in motion. Let this Sunday be more than a date. Let it be a door, a sacred appointment between your soul and your destiny. You don't have to chase it. You simply have to notice it. And when the moment comes, because it will, may you recognize it, respond to it, and rise with it. Thank you for walking this path with us, for being open, present, and willing to receive. If this message stirred something in you, let your spirit stay connected.